One of my biggest challenges when it comes to sewing is keeping track of all my ideas so they're not just in my head. So I'll quickly show you how I plan projects using Threadloop. First, I go to the project section, and as you can see, I do have quite a few projects here already. And there's so many ways you can add a new project, but let's just start with the most basic one, which is clicking New Project. There are quite a few fields you can fill out, but all of them are optional, so it's just up to you what kind of level of detail you're after. Right now, I'm just gonna do a few of them and show you what they're for. So the name, obviously, for this example, let's say that I want to create a brown winter coat. I will put down that this is a coat made for me, of course. Right now it's just an idea I have. I'm not going to bother with a start date or a deadline at the moment or any tags, but let's add this to my autumn winter collection, and I'm also going to add some inspiration photos for now. When that's all done, let's create the project. Right now this project is pretty bare bones, but that's fine for most cases. You can see that I have my project here, and as my idea develops, I'll add more and more information. Within a project, you have a few different sections. You have the workspace that contains the resources you can add and the to-do and to-buy lists. Images, where you can put inspiration images or your finished garment photos. And the journal, where you can write about whatever you want, like the process of creating this project or any resources or links you want to add. There are a few patterns I'm considering for this project, so let's just go ahead and add those. I'll click add and I'll get a search here. And for me, I know that I have a few coat patterns in my wish list that I'm interested in, so let's just search coats. I'll close this, and here you can see my wish listed patterns that have coat in them. And here they are, the Darcy coat and the number 81. Once I've added a pattern to a project, I also am able to track the size and fit or any adjustments I've made by opening this accordion. And I can remove or change the main pattern if I want to. The main pattern is marked by a star. Let's also add a fabric, which is basically the same process. Just click add, find or search for your fabric. I'm going to add this coat wool. And similarly, you can track stuff here, like how much you've used, what you've used it for, and your reflections on this choice. There's also an area to add notions. For this project, I know that there are some buttons that I want to add. Let's see, these ones. I know that there are a few things I need to get this project going, so I'm just going to write down a few things I need to buy, like interfacing and twill tape. I'll also go ahead and add some to-dos, some standard ones, and if I want to change any of the details with the project, like the name, I can click this button and you can see the fields that you got at the start again. Let's just say I want to finish this by 2nd of December, and let's update that, and now we can see the deadline is on the card. As the project moves from an idea to something that I'm actually ready to start working on, I might remove some of the options that I'm not going to go for to narrow down my choices. And that's the basics of planning a project in Threadloop for you.